Hello, hello. Hello, please announce or let me know what you're drinking as you come in. I am drinking a glass of, what am I drinking? What is this called? Moscato. I am drinking a Moscato. It has been that kind of week already, and it's only Wednesday. So I'm drinking wine and Moscato. What are you guys drinking? Hey, Carolyn, nice to have you on. You guys are excited about this topic. Happy Hump Day. See if I can get gin and tonic. Coconut water. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Gin and tonic. Talk about some wild and crazy days. Let me say that I have been to the doctor more than I care to be in the last 72 hours. And I'm trying to find our group so I can see that everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Good evening. Good evening. Somebody says they need a drink. It's been a long time that I've had a cocktail while on our lives, but it has been a wild. Okay, I've got people's names I can see somewhere. Everyone's names here. Hi, Ja. Hi, Terenda, Yambo, Larissa. Nice to have you on. Michelle, nice to have you guys on. So glad to have you live. Join me live as you come on. Let me know what you're drinking. I am drinking a glass of Moscato and water. It is a Wednesday night that deserves something a little bit stronger than just water. It's already been a crazy week for me. So all right, let's get this just down just a tiny bit so my head's not cut off. All right. Looks like you guys are excited about this topic. Water in my glass. That's good stuff. All right, so let me have a sip of my. I'm such a baby wine drinker. Like I'm not sophisticated at all. I've always wanted to be a sophisticated wine drinker, but I have the palate of an infant when it comes to wine. I consider myself to be a pretty good food connoisseur, but when it comes to wine, I just cannot get it together. Like I don't like dry wine. I just like sweet wine. So I am still very infantile in my wine palate. So I am drinking a Moscato. It's very fruity and light. And then my other drink of choice is liquor. Like I like dark liquor. So I decided not to liquor it up today and just come with the light wine. So super excited to be here. Thank you for those who are coming on and joining me live today. Hopefully, we do not have the same technical issues. I have made sure that my dog has gone out to the restroom, so I do not have to run away like last week. But are you guys ready for this hot topic? I told you guys that I always feel like Wendy Williams, like how you do it, and talk to you guys about the hot topic. So this one is a hot one. So, I'm going to jump right in and let's get started. So today, what I want you to do is put a one if any of this, you've heard this, or you feel like this. Maybe you were told this when you were told about the opportunity to start your own travel business. Number one, travel sells itself. Have you heard that before? Travel, you don't really have to do anything. Travel sells itself. It's like it's an easy product. You just Tell people you sell travel, and bada boom, bada bing, you will be selling travel out the yin yang, right? Have you heard that before? That's number one. I want you to put on number one if you've heard that. Hey, when you become a travel agent or you sign up, you are going to get, so many travel discounts. You are going to get free trips. It's going to be amazing, right? And you're going to be able to travel for free. You're going to be able to do all this amazing stuff. I want you to put a number one, right? I got somebody already putting lies. You know, I'm not telling you this is what I'm saying. What I'm asking you to put is, have you heard this before? Right? So if you've heard this before, put a one. Maybe you heard it when you were recruited. Maybe you heard it when you found out about the fact that you could actually make money being a travel agent, right? I want you to put a number one if you want financial freedom, right? That when you were told about the opportunity to become a travel professional, it was equated to financial freedom, right? I see a lot of ones. There's a lot of ones going on. I'm going to sip some of my tea while you guys write all your ones out. Geez, there's a lot of ones. Okay, so that means that you guys have heard these things before, right? So you've heard these, I don't know if they're lies or truths, but that's the reason why we're here today. But before we get started, let me introduce myself because there are a lot of new faces in my news feed, and I'm looking down because that is the only way I can see who is on Facebook. I do not get to see it in StreamYard if you haven't registered. So I see Heather, Catherine, Leslie, Terenda, Patty, Nicole, Tori, Zoradu. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. Lonnie. You guys are all new to me. A lot of you guys are new to me. Essence, nice to have you on. Catherine is not new to me. Patty's not new to me, but all of my existing clients that are on, thank you for joining. And those people who are new to me, thank you for joining. So what I want to say before we jump into this topic is I want to introduce myself. My name is Sunday Gardner. I am your online travel boss. I come to you every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, talking all things launching, marketing, and operating a successful travel business. And today's topic, I wanted to talk about the elephant in the room. And you're like, the elephant in the room? What are you talking about, Sunday? Well, the elephant in the room is what you may have been told when you were recruited by your host agency or your company or by the person that told you about the opportunity. Somebody says, who was that? Reminding me about who. Zorinda. Okay, yes, I'm glad to know that you are not new, but welcome again. So I appreciate that. So what I want to talk about today in today's live or training information session, whatever you consider my Wednesday night, show up to you to be, is really talk about that elephant in the room in terms of what you were told when you started in this business or when you learned about this business versus the truth and what you may have since discovered versus where you really see yourself or saw yourself when you decided to join, right? So we're going to talk about the ugliness of the travel business and MLMs, right? So many of you are going to be like, why MLMs? Why is that part of the conversation, right? Because the reality is 70%, and the percentage is probably even higher. But when it comes to the members in this group, it's probably 80, 90% of you all found out about the travel business opportunity through someone who is associated with a network marketing company, right? Now, hopefully you didn't get on this live because you thought I was going to be trashing that, because I don't really care how you get your superpower. I don't care if you got it through a network company. I don't care if you got it through, Santa Claus. But, the reality is once you sign up with said company, you have an amazing superpower to book travel. The problem is you don't know what to do with it. So we're going to talk about all of that is what you were promised versus what the truth is and what's false and what are you going to do about it now that you're in or if you're thinking about coming in, right? So are you guys down for that? Like, is that something you guys want to talk about? Truth versus false, right? What did I write? I put truth versus fiction and all that is in between when it comes to starting and operating a travel business versus the opportunity that your network marketing company, multi-level marketing company, whatever they're calling themselves, because again, I don't care what it is, right? There are some people that are recruited by just host agencies in and of itself, some who are recruited by network marketing companies, MLM companies, whatever, right? But the point is we want to talk about truth versus fiction today. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Let me know. Give me some love and some hearts in the comments if you guys are ready to break it down tonight. Because I'm only spitting fire and truth tonight. So I'm going to bust those bubbles of fiction and I'm going to talk to you about the truth as I see it. And I personally have experienced it. But again, my experience does not represent everything that is the truth, but it only represents Sunday's experience. So don't come sliding in my inbox talking about how I'm full of lies and deceit. I'm just going to tell you Sunday's experience based on what I have personally experienced over the, I guess, 4 years now. I've been doing this, and the 2 years I've been doing it as a coach. Okay, let's go. I got people who are ready. So here's the thing. Tonight we're gonna talk about truth versus fiction, but I want to be like super clear about my stance, Sunday Gardner stance, and what I stand for and what I'm doing in the travel industry space. I do not recruit. Now, at some point in the future, we do have a plan to become a host agency and allow people to get the superpower through our Travel Agents United. We're not there yet, but we intend to do that, right? It won't be a network marketing setup. It'll be just a true host agency setup. But right now, 2020, 2021, what we do and what my team does is we train and coach people who are interested in starting a travel business for the purposes of booking clients. Now, that's not to me that I don't like people who are recruiting, that I don't want to help people who are recruiting, or I think that people who are recruiting are bad people. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. That's just not what I do. I don't train people on that superpower. I train people, excuse me, on the superpower of booking clients, attracting clients, relating to clients, and selling to clients travel. Does that make sense? So hopefully there's no like confusion about what Sunday does and what her team does. And you have two options when it comes to pulling the trigger on becoming a travel business owner from that perspective, right? You can learn how to book travel yourself. You can learn how to launch yourself. You can learn how to operate yourself. You can learn all of this yourself. The reality is probably the host agency that you've connected with assumes that you already know it or they let you fend for yourself. Comes in Sunday Gardner and her team of professionals here to help you solve that problem. That's your number one option, right? Your number two option is you can come on board with us, right? And we'll help you with launching, operating, and marketing your travel business, right? Again, my focus is on the operations, launching, marketing of your travel business proper. I don't help you recruit. I don't help you build teams. That's not what I do. Nor do I team bash, nor do I recruit bash. That's not what I do either. Okay. All right. So hopefully that's clear. You really have a third option, right? You could do nothing. You could have this dream of having a travel business and do absolutely nothing with it. But, I'm frowning on that because I hope you're going to take action and you're going to do something, right? You can learn it yourself, right? You can comb the internet. You can, try and find mentors to help you. You can ask your upline. You can ask people. That's your option. That's one option. Or you can go with the program that steps you through whatever it is, right? That is what my stance is, right? So don't come in my inbox talking about, I don't like this. I can't believe you said that Sunday, because my stance is very clear and I've been clear about that from the beginning, right? All right, so you guys ready for truth or fiction? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the truths and the fiction items that I have heard throughout the years when it comes to the travel business and the MLM recruiting companies. And we're going to bust the bubble. We're going to identify if that's a truth or if it's fiction, and if it's fiction, what the reality is. Okay, so let's get started. Number one, travel sells itself. That is fiction. That is such fiction, right? I was told that when I was first recruited into this business, right? I was told that travel sells itself. And the reality, nothing sells itself, not consistently, right? You can get somebody who is like, oh my God, you are a travel agent. I want to book with you, right? But you can't consistently make sales like magically, right? Just like I want to make sure that that's clear. You cannot consistently make sales by magic. You can't become 6-figure, 7-figure business owner by magic. Like it's not selling itself. You got business processes in place to make that happen, Captain, right? You've got to have a plan in place in order for you to sell travel consistently. If you're thinking about quitting your job and this become your full-time gig, it's not because it's going to sell itself, right? So I want to burst that bubble, number one, right? You guys let me know if that makes sense, right? Does that make sense? Travel does not sell itself. You have to build out a marketing plan, a sales plan for you to get it to sell, right? You got to work at sales. You got to work at attracting people to your business consistently if you expect to quit your job and do this full time, right? Now, you want this to be a side hustle. You get clients maybe on referrals, maybe occasionally. Maybe you'll be okay for you to get some occasional sales, right? But it's not selling itself, right? That's just not true, right? I mean, I don't want to call nobody a liar, but it's a lie because it don't sell itself, right? Travel does not sell itself. All right, number two, friends and family are all you need to make this business work. That's bullshit. You don't need, if you listen to any of my lives, you'll hear me tell you friends and family are inconsistent as hell, right? If travel doesn't sell itself, then who the hell are you selling travel to? It's not your friends and family, not consistently, because once you get through that warm market and you're trying to quit your job, because let me tell you, I talk to at least 15, 20 of you guys a week, new people a week who are interested in starting in our program or interested in determining if it's the right fit for them or not. And what I will tell you is all of you want to quit your job. Like everybody who wants this business wants to quit their job. They want to quit their full-time job and they want this to be their passion. They want this to be the thing that they're doing every single day, making dreams happen. And you know what? You're not doing that with friends and family. So friends and family is all you need to make this business work, make the world go round. Not inconsistent friends and family, you don't, right? You need strangers, right? So the truth of the matter is it's not that you need friends and family. Really, all you need is strangers. You need a consistent way to attract strangers to your travel business, and then you're in there like swimwear, right? Just want to make sure that that's clear, right? So write that down. Friends and family are inconsistent. That's a truth. But what is false is friends and family are all you need in your business to be successful, profitable, quit your job type of money. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are talking about you want to replace incomes, right? I mean, I don't know if you're 5, 6 figures, 4 figures, 3 figures. I don't give a shit what you are. If you're trying to replace your full-time job, do this full time, you need strangers, right? So write it in the comments. You need strangers. I need strangers and lots of them attracted to my business to make this work. All right, number 3, all people who sign up with the host agency are travel business owners. That's not true. That's false. That's not true. By virtue of you signing up with the host agency doesn't make you a business owner. What that makes you is an independent contractor of somebody's host agency. 9 times out of 10, if you look at the contract that you signed up, you're not an owner of anything. You're not a business owner. You're a contractor. You're contracting through that host agency, and now you are effectively an extension of their company, unless, of course, you sign up under your own company and you've done the work to become your own business owner. Does that make sense? Like, That's part of the ugly truth that's being told to you all when you get recruited or when you're told about this opportunity, is that all you need to do is sign up with this host agency and voila, I don't know if that's even the word, voila, I think it is, voila, what is that, Italian? Voila, and you are a business owner. That's not true. You're not a business owner when you sign up with the host agency. What you are is an independent contractor of that host agency. You want to build a business. You want to build a business that allows you to create income for you that replaces your full-time job. That means you need to set up shop. You need to create a business that allows you to quit your full-time job. You got to put in the work that allows you to quit your full-time job. You're not paying $179.99 and $39 a month and you're a business owner. That's not how it works. It doesn't work in any business startup organization that I've ever been a part of. I'm speaking Sunday's truth, right? I've been around the block several times. I'm probably the most worked person in the creation of work, right? I've worked pretty much everywhere I can think of. And I don't never known for you to start a business, you make a small one-time investment, and voila, you're a business owner. Let me tell you what makes you a business owner. You're registering with your county with a business name. You're getting an EIN number that says that you're legal in the eyes of Uncle Sam. That makes you a business owner. You're getting a license that says that you have X business. That makes you a business owner. You paying taxes underneath that business is what makes you a business owner. You making decisions about to hire, fire people. That's what makes you a business owner, right? You taking the risk of investing in yourself so that you can get the right knowledge, so that you can learn what you don't know to effectively run a business makes you a business owner, right? It's not easy to be a boss. And it doesn't cost $179.99. Now I'm picking on one MLM's company's numbers, right? I'm not saying, but the point is, it takes more than just one sign up. It takes effort, sweat, tears, and a whole lot of, know-how for you to become a business owner. All right. So I want to burst that bubble, right? Signing up with the host does not make you a business owner. What it makes you is an independent contractor. There's a lot more steps that you need to do to make you a business owner. Okay. All right. Number 4. All right. All right. You can get all the free trips you can desire becoming a travel agent. Right. I totally believe that. I have 5 people in my family, my immediate family, not including my mom. So if she's listening, Mom, you make 6, right? So my immediate family, right, husband, 3 kids, there's 5. And when I signed up, I was like, do you know how much it costs for airline tickets for 5 people? Not to mention, you want to not fly economy, what that costs just to go up the street. There's nothing free. If you're gonna get a discount, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna get a good discount, but you're gonna pay in time, right? Because most of these suppliers make you take an exorbitant amount of training in order for you to get any sort of discounts from them, right? So there's no free, right? And if you do get a free trip out of a supplier, you better bet your ass you've made a lot of sales for that supplier for you to get a free trip, right? Are you guys following me, right? There's nothing free in this world. So let me say that again. There's nothing free in this world. You're going to pay for it in time or money, right? Nothing. So even as a travel professional, right, for us to get the discounts, and don't get me wrong, we get some good discounts if you take the training. I love Marriott's training. Let me rephrase that. I love Marriott's discounts. I don't necessarily love their training, but they've got one of the best training programs, I think, out there when you're a new travel professional, right? And their training is really around the hotel industry, understanding hotels and scoring of hotels and all that. And once you get through Marriott's Hotel Excellence training, you'll get 50% off room rates, right? But that training is no joke, right? You want to get cruise discounts, you got to get bachelor's, master's training. learn all about their ships, learn, I mean, an exorbitant amount of information that doesn't help you sell, but you got to go through some stuff to get some stuff, right? Nothing in life is free, and that includes the travel business. So when people tell you when you signed up that you can get great discounts and you can go on fam trips, familiarization trips, pay next to nothing, yeah, but there's a cost to that, either in your time or your effort, right? And you don't just get that out of the gate. You gotta work for it, right? And that's gonna be in everything that you do, right? This is not an industry that you can just step in, you get all this stuff and you don't do any work, right? And so I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but that type of attitude that you walk in and you deserve or you should be given XYZ because you are who you are is why some non-recruited travel professionals don't care for some of the recruited travel professionals, because there's not a sense of professionalism that some people exhibit when they get recruited into this business. They have this sense of entitlement and the sense of, well, I paid my setup fees and I should get all of this stuff. And you've done no work to get there. You've not proven yourself internally or to anybody else that you can. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think you owe anybody anything. If you decide to become a business owner, you don't owe anybody anything. But damn it, if you haven't done the work to be a business owner, you don't deserve anything, right? That's just my own personal opinion. You don't deserve anything, right? I've busted my ass to get here, right? So if somebody tells me, well, Sunday, you don't know what you're talking about. Hell, I don't. I mean, I've busted my ass to get here, and I'm still busting ass to stay here, right? In the space that I'm in, right? So I've earned that spot to consider myself to be a professional and an expert in the thing that I'm an expert in, right? Same thing for you. If you want to claim that you're a travel professional, first be professional and make sure that you've done the work to get there, right? Just because you signed up with the host agency doesn't make you a professional, right? Putting in the hours is what makes you a professional. I remember when I first started in the outline space, this is about 6 years ago, right? I remember that I read that it takes 1,000 hours of you studying a thing before you're considered an expert. Did you hear me? 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours. That's a lot of time, right? My YouTube channel has 100 plus videos of an hour. Probably I do about 45 minutes to an hour on most of my videos. That's over 1,000 hours worth of video time I've done talking about launching, marketing, and operating, right? So just alone, I've spoken over 1,000 hours, not to mention all of the training that's not on YouTube that I've done, right? I'm an expert in my field because I've worked my ass off to be. You want to be an expert in your travel niche, then you need to work your ass off to get there. You need to work your ass off to get the knowledge that really makes you the expert, that allows you to demand the fees and the prices that I'm telling you should be charging for that expertise, right? So that's what I want you to do, right? You want to get free trips, work your butt off to get them, right? Position yourself to get them, but they don't come automatically, right? So that's the bubble bust there, right? You can get some free trips. Absolutely. Suppliers will throw free trips at you, but you better sell with them, right? You better have picked them and you better be selling for them, right? Nothing in life is for free. Remember that. Number 5, it takes thousands of dollars for you to be able to own or get your license to book and sell travel. That's a lie, people. It's a lie. It's a lie I believed for a very long time. You don't need an ARC number to sell travel. It's really very easy to become your own licensed travel agent. It's very easy, right? Doesn't cost thousands of dollars. Doesn't cost you going to school. It really is very easy. Unfortunately, it's so easy. All you have to do is pay a fee to a couple of 2 different agencies, and then most suppliers will recognize you as a person who can sell travel. Right now, you do that. I don't recommend you going that route because you probably don't have the experience, right, to be able to do that. So I recommend get going with the host agency for all of the reasons of just having that sort of supplier support, the ability to go and try out different suppliers, develop relationship with suppliers so that you can determine which route you want to go on before you decide to go independent. But it doesn't cost thousands of dollars, it doesn't take thousands of years, right? It literally takes an investment of a couple of $100s, several $100s in CLIA or True, and you can become a licensed independent travel agency. Right. So check it out if you want to, if you want to check, what is that? Fact check me. That's all it takes. True or CLIA. That's all you need to become your own licensed travel agency. You do not have to go through a host. All right. You ready? What number are we on? We are on number 6, truth or fiction. Number 6, you need a host agency to start and operate your own travel business. That's fiction. You don't, right? You don't need to start with a host agency. 9 times out of 10, when my clients come to me and they tell me that they haven't selected a host agency, I'm like, that's fine. You don't need to do that yet, right? I want you to start your business first. I want you to get your business established first, right? So that when you do partner with a host agency, you're doing it in your business name, not your social security and your own personal name, right? So you don't need a host agency to start. Now, I do think that host agencies are great partners for newbie travel agents who've never done this or travel professionals who've never done this. I think it's a great partnership. I think it's a strategic partnership. I think that you should think of your host agency as the path to your suppliers, right? I think it's great. So do it, but it's not required to start, right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, I'm going to breathe because, like that's what I do. Like I'm going to take a sip, make sure I didn't miss anything, go back a little bit. And then I got 4 more truth or fiction items to bust. Are you guys finding value in this? Is this helping you guys? Right? Are you guys agreeing, disagreeing? Tell me what's going on in the comments so I know where you are on and which side of the fence are you falling in this discussion. All right, let me look at some of the comments. All right, let's see what people are saying. Natalie says that she hates when people say, sign up under us, we get everything for free. Yeah. What you need to ask the question is like how much training is required before you get something for free, or how much do you need to sell before you get something for free? There's a lot of discounts. I just was talking to one of my clients and she went to Los Cabos and she went on a fam trip with Palace Resorts. I think she paid for 5 nights. She paid $99 for it. So to me, that's damn near free. And she stayed at an amazing resort with them. They did an entire fam trip, learned about all the different properties, right? I mean, I didn't ask her what she had to do or how that happened, right? But the point is that you definitely need to position yourself to be able to get this, but you really need to be building relationship with these vendors and these suppliers before you're just going to get great discounts or great trips with them. All right, so somebody asked, Essence asked, how do you know how to select the right agency? So, I did a video training on host agencies, and there is a site that really does a great job, I think, of like comparing all the different, because there's hundreds of host agencies, and it's Host Agency Reviews is the name of the site. And on that site, she's got like host agencies, she's got consortiums, she's got, the different comparisons, criteria for comparisons. She's got, what the splits are for most of them. Are they MLM or are they not? And I think that's a really great resource if you're trying to figure out which host agency is for you. But really for me, it came down to 3 things. Financials was number 1, right? What's the financial split? How much am I going to get, right? And how much do I have to pay to use their superpower, right? Number 2 was how much are they going to be in my business, right? I want silence. Like I want it so quiet, I don't even know that you exist when it comes to my business and you hosting me, right? So you don't get to tell me how to market. You're not telling me I can or cannot have a Facebook group, if I need to get you to approve, nothing. Like, I want you completely silent when it comes to my business, because I am my own business. You are my partner. You're giving me a superpower and I'm paying you for access to that superpower, right? So it was, how much are they in my business? And three, the third thing is really, what kind of tools do they give me? Now, I've even moved off of three because, from a client perspective, and what I teach my clients is, I want you to be as independent as you possibly can when you start your business, because I want you to think of your host agency as interchangeable, right? They're a partner. Partnerships die, they live, they go away, whatever that may be, right? You do not want your business disrupted by the fact that you switch out partners, right? Or strategic relationships or suppliers, right? So, from an operational perspective, I want you to set up your own tools, right? Your own CRM system. I want you to have your own email marketing. I want you to have all of your foundational tools in place. So, in the event that you decide to switch that out, right? Maybe you want to go to host agency A versus B because the perks are better, whatever your reasoning, you've disrupted zero part of your own operations. All right. All right. So let's see what people are saying. So hopefully, Essence, that answers your question. All right. All right. So starting with the host and developing a plan to get your own CLIA or true number. All right. Perfect. That's awesome. Uh, All right, Essence, good. I'm glad that answered. And then Natalie says CLIA is just as cheap as paying monthly fees to a host. Um, I disagree, Natalie. CLIA is $399, right? That's annual that you pay CLIA, and that's it. Like, you're done. They don't take any percentage of your commissions. They don't do anything else. You pay the fee, and that's it. Now, you're responsible for setting up all your relationship with your suppliers. There's none of that, right? Again, I'm not trying to get into a battle. Should you go host or not? I don't care what you do, how you decide to do it. But my point is, just know the facts, right? Be clear about the facts. You don't have to go a host agent. It doesn't cost thousands of dollars to be independent, and it's relatively simple. That's all my point is. Okay. All right, so let's go to number 8. Are we on number 8? I feel like the old lady. I feel like I got to get my. So I do wear bifocals now, right? I wear like, what are those, lineless bifocals, right? So I do actually have to do this. I just don't have to go like all the way down like that. All right, so I digress. Okay, number 7. I skipped number 7. Here's truth or fiction, right? This to me is fiction. All network marketing companies are scams. That is false. That is absolutely false. But I hear a lot of that out there in there. Oh, that's an MLM and that's bad, right? All MLMs are not bad. Not all network marketing companies are bad, right? Not all of them aren't great opportunities. A lot of them are great opportunities if that's the business that you want to be in. But all that I would say with anyone who is recruited by them, right, is be honest about what it is that you're going to provide the people that are recruited, right? Are you really going to provide them operational training, or are you really looking for them to recruit and build teams? Be honest. Make sure that there's no ambiguity there, right? Make sure that people understand that there is a separate, opportunity on the booking side versus the team building side. Make sure the numbers are clear. There's no, shim-shammy stuff. As long as the company does that, I think, hey, each its own. Again, I don't care how you get your superpower. I don't care if you find it on the street. I don't care how you become licensed to book travel and how you get access to the credentials. All I care about is that you have them and you know that you need help with utilizing them. Hopefully that makes sense. So again, all MLMs are not scams. There are some scammy MLMs, right, in the travel business and out of the travel business, right? Hopefully you stay away from those. That's why I love the site Host Agency Reviews, because it lets you know which ones are good or in their opinion, right? Again, it's always everybody's opinion, right? Here's the thing. Everybody has an opinion, and you know what an opinion does, right? Or assumptions do, right? They make an ass out of you and me, right? The point is that whatever decision you make, do it with knowledge. Do it and be as educated as you possibly can be so that you know that you're making decisions that are good for yourself. Okay? All right. So that's number 7. Number 8, all training is the same. And that is false. All training is not the same. So when companies tell you that they're going to be provide you training, your question needs to be, what kind of training? And then you need to know what kind of training you need. What are you deficit in that you need? Because all training is not created equal, right? 99% of the training that host agencies give you is supplier training. It's training on the suppliers, how information about the suppliers, what the suppliers offer, what they do, features of their resorts or their accommodations. It's supplier focused training, right? Some of the suppliers are gracious enough to provide you marketing training on how to sell their product, but most of the training around what you get when you sign up with the host is supplier focused. But there's all this other training that most newbie business owners need, particularly new business owners in the online space, right? And here's a few of them. Business training, right? Business basics, right? Most of you have never opened up a business. You've only worked for someone else. And let me tell you, it's a whole lot easier working for someone else than creating a business and working for yourself. Right? So business basic training, right? Another training is operational training, business processes. What should you do from point A? You get somebody and they come in the door, they make a request, right? And you want to fulfill that request. Should you charge fees or should you not, right? What are you invoicing? What are the rules around invoicing? Are you receipting? What happens if they do a chargeback, right? All of those operational training you should have, right? Then you've got marketing. Somebody put that, right? Marketing training. How do you get strangers to come to you? Right? And I'm going to tell you, it's not randomly posting on social media. Now, you'll get some strangers, but will they be the right strangers? Right? I don't want random strangers. I want strangers that meet the criteria of my ideal client, right? I don't want people who sell coaching services to who believe in Rocky or whatever that thing is. I don't want social media coaches in my group. I want people who want to start travel businesses, right? I have a very defined audience that I'm looking for. You do too, or maybe you don't because you haven't done that work. You haven't done that research. Maybe you've never conducted marketing research, right? All of that requires some sort of training if you've never done it. Sales training. You probably think I'm going to sell travel, and because it sells itself, I don't need sales training, but you do because that's what you are. You're a marketer and you're a sales person, right? So 9 times out of 10, you need training on how to do that. I know I did. I know I still get training. I have a coach on marketing and training, right? And I know how to market and train, and I still have a coach that helps me with marketing and selling in my business, right? And that's because to get to every next level that I want to, I've never done it before, right? So I'm looking for a coach that's going to teach me how to get there, right? And I go backwards and teach y'all how to do that too, right? So that's what I'm saying is there's all sorts of training that you need when it comes to starting a business, right? What kind of training do you need? And when you get ready to sign up with host agency or company, make sure that you're clear about what type of training you're going to get, but all training is not the same. All right, and then number 9, we got 2 more, and then I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Let's see. All right, I'm doing good on time. Number 9 is all you need to do is sign up and you're done. That's it. Like you sign up with your company and you're done. That's it. Let's even say you decide to become independent. I sign up with True and I sign up with Clea and I'm done. And that's not true. That simply is just not true. There's so much more to starting your business than just signing up. There's more than signing on the dotted line. I want you to think of like starting your business like buying a house, right? When you buy your house, you know how much paperwork you fill out, right? You fill out all this paperwork. And if you've never bought a house, it doesn't matter. You rent, you still got to sign a lease. You got paperwork, you sign a contract. And then you got to decorate the bad boy, right? You got to get electricity. You got to get cable. You got to get, stuff so that you can live in that bad boy. Then you got to get stuff that's going to make you comfortable in that bad boy. Not only that, you got to then figure out how you're going to get people to come to your party all the time, right? That's your place of business to buy stuff, right? That's all on you to figure that out, right? Signing the dotted line just gets you in, right? You still got to do all the work that gets the party started every single day that you want people buying from you, excited about your product, excited about who you are as a service provider, right? And making sure that you know that you are known in the area of people that you want to sell to. Let me tell you what causes business failures. It's not because of a bad business idea. Most of the time, it's because of obscurity. People don't know who you are. They don't know to buy from you. And that's a direct result of the fact that you don't know how to market and you probably don't know how to sell properly, right? So it's not because the idea is bad. It's because you don't know how to market and get in front of enough people so you can make money consistently, right? That's sort of a powerful thing to know, is that you can control that. If you can control how you are marketing and you're getting in front of the right people consistently, strangers, right? And you're selling and able to get them to buy from you, you're going to be in business, and you're going to be in business for a long time, right? So this is what I want you to learn out of today. So we've done 9. So the very last thing before I get out of here tonight, finish up my glass of wine, is this is false, but the lie that has been told was told to me, and I told it to myself, which is the sad part, is I don't need to invest in training to start because I can figure it out on my own. That is the lie that I told myself when I first became a business owner. So I spent years, thousands of dollars trying to figure out shit on my own, right? I can't get that time back. I can't get the enormous amount of time I lost, right? Building websites on my own, figuring out how to market on my own, learning how to be all of the different roles as a business owner that you need to be on your own. So had I invest like I do now in training and in coaching, right, I know I would be so much further along. But I'm glad that I am where I am, right? Because again, my journey is my journey, right? But the lie that I told myself was I don't need to invest to start. I can just start, right? And by virtue of starting means that I did not, at that time, didn't know the investment of time that I was going to have to put in order to get the knowledge that I needed to be successful, right? That is the biggest lie you can tell yourself. That's the biggest lie anyone else can tell you, right? So hopefully I've burst that bubble. All right. So before I go, that's a 10 truths and fiction. That's ugly, right? That's the ugly story. We now have got it all straight, hopefully. Let's go and see what we've got going here. Davita, it's so good to see you. I've missed you. We're going to have to catch up. Davita says this is why we have you. Davita, thank you. On your training so you can hear our team's travel guru. Awesome. That's awesome. Zoradu says that she's been in MLM for 7 years and only focused on travel. That's great. And that is a lot of people's journey. I know a lot of people that's their journey where they focus, they were recruited in, right? They're not doing the recruiting side, or maybe they're doing it minimally. Maybe they're doing it greatly. I don't care, right? They're doing it and they're still focused on travel, right? Again, that relationship that you have with your host, whoever or however you got it, it's just the path to get you to be able, it gives you the superpower. I can't think of it any other way because literally I consider my ability to book travel anywhere in the world as a superpower. Like I can decide tomorrow I want to go to Timbuktu, right? I don't even know where Timbuktu is. I don't even know. Is that even a real place, right? I can decide to go there and I can go and find out some supplier. I can go make a phone call, tell them I'm a travel professional. They'll roll out the red carpet, tell me what I need to do, and I can have myself, my family, and anybody else in Timbuktu as long as I can get to the plane there, right? That's incredible power, right? That's what we do. That's what we can do. That's a superpower, right? Many of you are about to embark upon this journey and you don't know how to use your superpower. So this is where I invite you. If you want to learn how to use your superpower or you're ready to jump into that superpower, then I encourage you to put the following here. Jump. Put jump in the comments tonight, right? If you're ready to jump and you're ready to learn how to use this superpower, maybe you've decided you want to go with host agency, whatever. You've done your research, you know your financials, you know they're going to stay out of your business. Maybe they are going to be in your business. Doesn't matter, but you like them and you're ready to jump, right? Put jump. I'm going to have not Rachel, someone else on our team, but I'm going to have Sophie or Jake reach out to you. And what they're going to do is they're going to determine if the training program that we have is going to be a good fit for you and what you want to do in your travel business. Maybe you've already jumped, right? And you know that you can't figure it out anymore and you're tired of trying to put all the pieces together. Maybe you're believing some of this fiction items that we went over today and you want some clarity on that. Put jump. Sophie or Jake will reach out to you. They're going to reach out to you via messenger. And what they're going to do is they're going to figure out where you are in your travel business journey. And then based on that figuring out, they'll know if it's a logical next step for you to meet with me so that we can talk about travel passions to profits. If it's not the right time, that's okay. If you just show up every week, I know you got a passion, right? Because listen to me for an hour, talk about something that deals with travel, right, means that you got a passion for this stuff. So if you've got a passion, you love the travel business, but you're still struggling on trying to figure out how to do this marketing thing, how to get the launch right? How to sell consistently, right? How to get your message and how to get out in front of your ideal clients. Maybe you don't even know who your ideal client is, right? Jump, we'll figure it out together, all right? All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure coming to you tonight. Thank you for joining me live. And for those who watch me in the replay, I appreciate you joining me in the replay. Do not forget to push hashtag replay. Listen, my name is Sunday Gardner. I will be back here next week. And we have got some fun that's happening next week, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. So next week, I will be here with some funness. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be out here next Wednesday night, 7 p.m., talking all things launching, marketing, and operating a successful travel business. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.